Attention Washington Commanders fans. In today's video, we're going to break down all the details on how our team can secure a crucial victory against the Arizona Cardinals in Week 4 and achieve an impressive 3-1 record, something we haven't done since 2011. I'll show you, step by step, the main strategies that can lead us to this victory, and I'll also reveal what's happening behind the scenes. Stay with me until the end, because this analysis is full of insights you won't want to miss. And before we start, make sure to subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell. This way, you'll stay up to date with all the latest news about our Washington Commanders. First of all, let's talk about the biggest challenge, keeping Kyler Murray in the pocket. This guy has come back strong after that nasty ACL injury, and honestly, he's playing as if nothing ever happened. He's already completed 68.6% of his passes, which puts him 12th in the NFL. Not bad, huh? And more. He's tied for third in passing touchdowns. We know he's a threat, but what really worries us are his runs. The guy already has 161 yards on just 15 attempts. If we let him loose in the backfield, it'll be hard to contain him. The Commanders' pass rush needs to step up. We're among the best at winning matchups on the defensive line, but at the same time, we're terrible at finishing plays. We only have 4 sacks in 3 games. That's unacceptable. We need to change this now. If we leave these gaps, we'll suffer like we did against the Rams, when Murray gained 27 yards through the middle of the field. So the tip is clear. Stay focused and don't let him escape. Fixing these flaws is key to preventing him from turning a potential sack into a 20-yard run. Now, let's talk about a serious problem: Austin Ekeler's absence. The guy is in concussion protocol and will be greatly missed. He's second on the team in scrimmage yards with 204. But as the saying goes, it's in adversity that we see champions, right? So, who's going to fill this gap? Keep an eye on rookie Luke McCaffrey. He showed up against the Bengals, catching all his passes and gaining 44 yards. He could be our ace in the hole. And we can't forget about Zach Ertz, who was also consistent against the Bengals. Ertz could be essential in screenplays, where Ekeler usually shines. Kingsbury has already said the idea is to involve McCaffrey and Ertz more. In other words, we can expect some surprises in the playbook. So, fans, stay calm and have faith in the coaching staff's planning. Ekeler's absence might be a problem, but it's also an opportunity to see new options emerging. Now, the burning question: how are we going to stop Marvin Harrison Jr.? The guy is playing great and has everything it takes to be one of the best receivers this season. He already has 3 touchdowns, including a 60-yard reception. Our secondary needs to be very alert because we've already suffered too much with Chase and Neighbors. We need a solid strategy. One option would be to try the same thing we did against Chase, hold him on long routes and force short passes. It worked to some extent, but we can't leave Harrison Jr. free in one-on-one situations. According to Pro Football Focus, he struggled in these situations, with only 3 receptions for 40 yards. But against zone coverage, he destroys it, with 7 catches for 158 yards. In other words, the defense needs to be perfect in positioning. With this guy, any slip-up turns into points. Now, let's talk about the ground game. We know that without a good running game, it'll be hard to control the clock and, consequently, the game. Brian Robinson Jr. is in great form, averaging 4.6 yards per carry. If we can run well, we dominate time of possession and reduce Murray's chances of causing damage. And look, the Cardinals aren't great at defending the run. They've given up 60 first downs and are among the worst in rushing touchdowns allowed. This is the time to exploit that. We need to do what the Lions did, with 43 rushes. They dominated time of possession and smothered the Cardinals' offense. If we want the victory, we have to follow this recipe. The ground game can be our biggest ally in this matchup, taking pressure off the quarterback and controlling game time. Finally, a crucial point: the defense needs to really show up. We can't win games without stopping the opponent. Our defense is allowing opposing teams to convert 61.3% of third downs. That's absurd. The Cardinals are converting almost half of their third downs. So if we want to win, we urgently need to adjust this. Whether it's correcting missed tackles or avoiding explosive plays, the defense needs to take the pressure off the offense. Now, a question for you, fans. Do you believe our defense will finally be able to make these crucial stops against the Cardinals? Leave your opinion in the comments, and don't forget, subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell so you don't miss anything about the Commanders. More to come next week. Now, we have more news that could change the course of our offense this season. We're talking about the special connection forming between our star wide receiver Terry McLaurin and young quarterback Jayden Daniels. Yes, my friends, we're finally seeing signs that this offense has everything it takes to take off and scare opposing defenses. And if you want to know more about how this happened, stay until the end, because today's story is unmissable. Go ahead and leave that cheeky like, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell, because there's a lot more exclusive content coming your way. In the last game, we saw a glimpse of something that could be historic. During the hard-fought 38-33 victory over the Cincinnati Bengals, Daniels and McLaurin showed they have a chemistry that's only going to grow. With less than 3 minutes left in the first half, Daniels launched a 55-yard bomb to McLaurin, who made an incredible catch inside the opponent's 5-yard line. It was spine-tingling, and it didn't stop there. At the decisive moment of the game, with the Commanders needing a score, Daniels trusted our number 17 again for a 27-yard touchdown, sealing the victory. Who else out there was thrilled by this connection? These plays were crucial not only to secure the victory in such a hostile environment, but also to show that this duo can cause a lot of trouble. This chemistry didn't come out of nowhere. It's been built with a lot of work and patience and practice. Dan Quinn, the Commanders' coach, had predicted that sooner or later, this would happen. He knew that with time and the right repetitions, this connection would show up on the field. And now that it has appeared, we just want to see more. Speaking of patience, Terry McLaurin made it clear that he's willing to do everything to help Daniels develop. It was amazing, because I just try to be patient, and I think when you have a rookie quarterback who's just adjusting, I didn't want to put too much pressure on him and focus everything on me because he's still progressing, McLaurin said. Look at the maturity of the guy. He knows that for the team's success, everyone needs to be on the same page, and this only reinforces how important he is both on and off the field. And of course, Jayden Daniels knows he has a true partner in McLaurin. You just need to trust him, said the young quarterback, and Terry proved to me that he can make plays. This trust is essential for an offense to function well, especially with a quarterback who's just starting in the league, and it's not easy to replace a veteran and carry the responsibility of being the QB1 for a team like ours. So, seeing that Daniels is developing this synergy with McLaurin gives us hope that the future could be bright. So far, McLaurin's season hadn't been the best. In the first 2 weeks, he accumulated only 39 yards on 8 targets, which is very little for someone of his caliber. But it seems the tide is turning, and much of this is due to the work of offensive coordinator Cliff Kingsbury, who promised to give McLaurin more opportunities to shine. And he delivered. Against the Bengals, he made sure to use our wide receiver speed and talent to exploit the opposing defense. The result was that 55-yard play that left everyone open-mouthed. And this connection isn't important just for McLaurin, but also for Daniels. The young QB needs these plays to gain confidence and show that he can lead the team in difficult moments. And McLaurin, with all his experience, is doing exactly what's expected of a player of his quality, guiding the rookie and showing that he can be trusted. They're together in extra practices, repeating plays and perfecting the details. This kind of dedication is what makes the difference when game time comes. Now, folks, just imagine what this could mean for the Commanders' future. With a quarterback who's gaining confidence and a wide receiver who's willing to be patient and help, the offense could become much more dangerous. Opposing defenses will have to think twice before leaving McLaurin open. And if he's well covered, who knows if other players won't take the opportunity to shine. The truth is that this is just the beginning, and if the chemistry continues to evolve, we'll have many joys ahead. The big question now is, will this connection remain strong and steady? The NFL is full of surprises and adversities, and we know it's not all roses. How will Daniels and McLaurin deal with the inevitable adversities that will come? Do you think they have what it takes to carry the Commanders' offense to the playoffs? Leave your opinion in the comments and let's debate. Because what we want is to see this team grow and become a protagonist again. Speaking of patience, it's impossible not to highlight McLaurin's role in the locker room. He's not just one of the best players on the team, but also a natural leader. Seeing how he's helping Daniels find his way in the NFL is inspiring. McLaurin has already been through ups and downs in his career, and he knows well how difficult it is to adapt to a new system and create a connection with the quarterback. This support he's giving to the rookie goes far beyond the training fields, and it's the kind of thing that builds a strong and united team spirit. A true inspiration, don't you think? And for those who think this is just luck or coincidence, it's good to remember that McLaren has an enviable work ethic. He never fails to give his all, whether in games or practices, and this ends up inspiring everyone around him. Daniels is learning from one of the best, and this experience will be fundamental for the young quarterback's development. Seeing this kind of partnership forming is something rare in the NFL, and we as fans have to value and support every step of this evolution. But what can we expect from the future? Has this Commanders offense finally found the way to be explosive and efficient? The truth is that we still have many unanswered questions, and the work is just beginning. The season is long, and opposing defenses will study this connection between Daniels and McLaren. It will be interesting to see how they will adapt and continue to evolve. But one thing is certain. With these two playing what they know, we have everything to see great moments in the upcoming games. And what do you think? Does Jayden Daniels have what it takes to become the new big name for the Commanders? And Terry McLaurin, will he continue to be this leader and key piece in the offense? Leave your opinion in the comments, and let's cheer together for this duo to lead us to new victories. Now folks, before we wrap up, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, share the video with your friends, and leave that like if you enjoyed the news. We'll see you next time, with more updates about our beloved team. And here's the question. Are we seeing the beginning of a new era for the Commanders' offense?